I like a good fall from grace video about a big YouTuber, especially when it has substance and it's not just a heat piece. Some arguments of Dogpack's videos are marginally better than others, but overall it's a good compilation of allegations against the god of YouTube. When something like this is published, it's obvious that more and more people will be encouraged to come out with additional evidence. That's how it always works. There is a quote from an episode of the Cold Ones podcast with PewDiePie, where they're discussing trends on YouTube. And Max says that nobody wants to be the first guy that sets a new trend of videos. Everyone wants to be the follower.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say because no one wants to be the guy that makes everyone wants to be the fucking follower of the let's just
it's way easier to do what everyone else does.
Yeah.
For me,
personally, I don't understand this at all. You don't want to be the first one? You don't want to be the pioneer, the discoverer, the person that blows the lid open? Basically, it pays to be the lazy, sleazy, scared little bitch that waits for other people to test the waters before jumping in with your feet in a bucket of cement, only chiming in after it's already clear that the response will be positive. Dogpack404 created a fantastic video in a very nostalgic format that reignited a long-forgotten need in putting YouTubers I don't care about in their place, which made me want to look into the topic more, and I found a shit ton of content on the subject. 20 plus minutes long, millions of views, and extremely positive like-dislike ratios. So I got the popcorn and, well, it's just one disappointment after another. Thanks for watching the original video, but I just did that. Do you maybe have anything else to add?
Probably some kids who are just begging their parents to buy this merch, right, for a chance to win their money, and then the parents are not really looking into it that much. Oh, my kid wants to buy some Mr. Beast merch and, can possibly win some money. Just go do it, right? And then they get disappointed.
Jesus Christ, you have 7 videos on this shit. Stop it, my guy. The contradiction to what I said earlier about discussing a subject that is already in the mainstream is that a lot of huge influencers have not talked about it yet, even though this is being milked to death already and talking about it would be extremely profitable. Or would it? Because the conspiracy that's brewing in my head is, they are in his videos, so how can they talk shit about him and his brand? Another factor is that talking shit in front of a camera is not the same as doing so face to face.
Everybody hates Logan Paul. Is everyone around Logan just a f***ing idiot?
Also, Prime's pretty fire.
Thanks,
I'm not allowed to say it on camera.
I get it, bro. I get it, bro. Fuck, bro.
Good luck today, right?
Yeah, likewise, bro. Likewise.
He deserved everything he got from doing that. So...
Chronically online people often forget that adults can actually act in a mature and civilized manner between them without it meaning they're hypocrites. Are you trolling with this comment right now? What is this?
So what would be the point in me getting there and just spitting on him if he's actually going to start being less of a piece of shit? That's the whole goal of calling someone out, so that way they can learn from it and not be that insufferable asshole anymore.
That's exactly right. But this is Logan Paul we're talking about. He's had plenty of time to learn, don't you think? As of recording this, there is nothing on Charlie's main channel in relation to the Beast drama except for the Ava Tyson video, in which he also mentioned that he's being attacked for not speaking out about her sooner.
This story was still breaking. Things were still coming out about this story, and I talked about it on stream last night. The same day all of these pieces of evidence were surfacing. I talked about it immediately.
Okay, fair enough. Where is the video about all this new shit then? The allegations brought up by Dogpack are not the first ones and are not the only ones. There is a Time magazine article that talks about the horrible working and safety conditions during the filming of some of the videos. The article is the reason I am more skeptical and not outright saying that this is just a big cover-up orchestrated by Jimmy and involves all of these huge YouTubers. Because I too have never heard of this article or any other allegations. So maybe they hadn't either. However, I have also never been in a Beast video. It's easier to tell if a house is falling apart from the inside. That was a terrible analogy, Jesus Christ. It's hard to imagine that the people that have taken place in at least one Mr. Beast video don't know how things work. However, I also understand that things can be hidden very well for many years. In conclusion, I hate that I'm interested in YouTube drama again. However, this one's a bit more spicy than usual and it involves the biggest fucking guy on the platform. The people whose opinion would actually be interesting to hear are silent, and the vocal ones have nothing to say. In any case, I'm just waiting to see what all of these mofos say when their PR teams figure out how to appease their audiences and the Beast at the same time.
Here's, I guess, what we really have to address. Bias. All right? We have to talk before we jump into this about bias. Now, a lot of people, when I make a mogul mail, like to bring up that I might be biased in something. And the fact is, they are right.